So Nintendo destroyed all this new Switch Pro rumors, which came around again because Bloomberg claimed a news report falsely claimed that Nintendo is supplying tools to game developers for a Switch for 4K support. To ensure correct understanding among our investors and customers, we gotta clarify this report is not true. We also want to reinstate that we now since July we have no plans for any new model other than the Switch OLED model, which will launch on October 8th, 2021. Yep, these guys were rused again. Today is the 30th, and they reported that, of course, the Switch Pro was going to be real again. They've been talking about the Switch Pro for the past 3 years, and it is basically a nothing burger. Nintendo still has some life into the Switch, a couple more years, but they really want Nintendo to rush out a new console just because the PS5 and Xbox came out. Okay? Nintendo doesn't have to release a new console just because the PS5 and Xbox One come out. Xbox Series X comes out. Okay? They don't have to. It is not a burger tasting for them to release a new console just because Sony and Microsoft do. Especially if your console is likely going to outsell the PS4. The Nintendo Switch is likely going to outsell the PS4. And it does have games. People say it doesn't, but it does. It has a huge library of games. And it likely will continue receiving games until 2024. Probably after that, when Nintendo releases the next console, which is I believe will be around 2023 or 2024. And the Nintendo Switch will likely get games like how the NES got games, the GBA got games for a couple years, the 3DS got games for a couple years. They're not gonna sell it like the Wii or the GameCube, or how the Super Nintendo games kept getting games from Nintendo. A couple years after the N64 comes out. Nintendo usually does this. They usually release a couple games for the last console because not everybody wants to switch over yet. So they did the NES, Super Nintendo, and the 3DS. They didn't really do it with the DS that much. They actually did it the first year of the 2012. For 2014, they completely shelved the DS. For the 3DS, it's usually like a year or 2 years after the new console comes out. They don't know if everybody's gonna switch over yet, so they release games for the other consoles yet. And yeah, that's basically about this video. Goodbye.